Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a makeup routine because I haven't done my makeup today, and I thought what better way to do my makeup. Now this is a huge makeup bag. I don't use everything that's in here. I just thought the bigger the better with the makeup bag because you can never go wrong with a big makeup bag. But the products I do use, there's some in there, there's some aren't, but I'm just going to talk you through everything that I do. Excuse the hair and the way I look. I think every day is now just a lazy day because we can't go anywhere now. Get on with the video. So the first thing that I do, obviously, is take my glasses off because obviously you can't put makeup on with glasses on. Is I use the MUA Pro Base primer. It's a primer oil because I have naturally dry skin, so I thought an oil would be better. And if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because my mirror is up here, so I'll be looking at my mirror. And I just pretty much rub that all into my skin. Plus this primer oil smells amazing. Rub that all in. I put some down my neck if it's excess. I put quite a bit on my forehead because I've got quite a dry forehead. And then I just rub it in completely so it's all soaked in. On to foundation, and I've been using a few, like trying out a few. I go through stages. I know these are definitely not my colour, but I've gone from like Rimmel Lasting Finish to the Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation, a matte foundation, but it is L'Oreal True Match. This is the foundation I use. It's a super blendable foundation and it is in the colour Rose Ivory. So I just take a couple pumps, put it on my back of my hand. I'm going to move my jumper because it's a white jumper. Put a few pumps on the back of my hand. Then I grab my damp beauty blender, which is a one I got in my Glossy Box advent calendar. Dab a bit of that and then just go for it. Doing my makeup, I think, helps wake me up for the day. Just really prepares me for the day. Like, I feel more awake and productive and wanting to do stuff and actually, you know, not just lay in my bed like we've pretty much been doing for the past like nearly month. So it makes me feel like I'm actually ready for the day, and I look really pale compared to my skin, but it's because I was leaning forward and I'm by a natural light window. But trust me, this one matches my skin. Okay, that's all blended in. Got a few excess on my hand, just gonna buff it in a bit more just to blend out like lines. Put some on my eyes as primers. There we go. So that is foundation done. Next I move on to concealer, and the concealer that I have been using, the Rimmel Wake Me Up, an old classic. I know this probably is a bit too dark for me because this is in the colour Ivory, but it looks a bit, it should be alright. I mean, I'm getting to the last of this one, but this is an old trusty. This is definitely a classic for concealer, but it's definitely running out. I've got a Morphe concealer I can use when this is run its course, because it's not really a necessity to go out and get concealer at this point in time. So I've got more I can use for the minute when this is gone. So I just put that under my eyes, little triangles under my eyes. I've got a few spots coming on my chin, which I know is not really hygienic putting this straight onto my spots. But it's only me that uses this concealer, and my skin's pretty clear most of the time. I just have a few breakouts on my chin at the moment, and I put a bit on my forehead just to. So I've had a mini breakout on my forehead. You can't really see it, but there's like little bumps and stuff on my forehead. So I just tend to put some on my forehead as well. Then I just grab my damp beauty blender again and just blend this in. Okay, I think that's all blended in. I still look really pale. It's because I'm just pale for the rest of my life. So the next, before I actually powder my face, I do my eyebrows, because it's a really weird order. I do my eyebrows before I powder my face, because then I can conceal my, like, sharpen my eyebrows without going over powder and having to re-powder them again. So I use a really old one that I probably should need to get a new one, because it's actually rubbed off the front of it. But this is a Revolution Ultra Brow Palette, medium to dark, because even though I have blonde ends, my roots are still quite dark because I have a balayage. So my roots are basically natural colour. So I use a dark eyebrow palette because I still have dark roots. Okay, so that's like a basic shape, and they're definitely not even. I'm just going to grab my concealer again and just sharpen the lines before I powder over my face. And now, since I've done that, I'm going to grab my powder, which is hit pan already, but it's the Maybelline Matte Maker, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory, and it's pretty much nearly gone. It falls out of the pan, I think, because it's broken slightly. This fresh brush from Sleep Makeup, and just powder my face. And make sure to do my neck, because you don't want any lines, and you make it all blended together. And move on to my eyeshadow. Now, I've been using a few different palettes recently, but I have been loving my Young, Wild and Cruelty Free a Tarte eyeshadow palette, because this is the first Tarte eyeshadow palette I ever got. I got it in Las Vegas, the shopping mall in Caesar's Palace. I can't remember what that shopping mall's called, but I'm absolutely obsessed with this one. Beautiful. Like, I'm obsessed with this palette. I've been using this one. It's not branded. It's from Amazon. I think I got it in a set for really cheap, but it does the job, and it's quite actually good quality. The hairs on the brush are quite good quality, so it's got a bit of fallout. So I'm going to take the colour Camouflage, which is this one down here. Just going to dab it on my brush. There's a bit of fallout, but I'm not too mad at fallout. Just going to blend that into my crease ever so slightly, because it is quite a dark one, so I don't want to go too heavy, and just blend it inwards, spare it ever so slightly, and a bit more down as well. I just want to fluff it out so it's not so harsh on the outside, on the edges, and blend it inwards. So I've done one eye, and I'm going to dab it again, brush off any excess, and just go the other eye. Does anyone else have one eye that goes really well, and then you go to the other eye and it doesn't turn out as well as one eye? Because my right eye always seems to go better than my left. I don't know why. I do the exact same technique, and it's just one never seems to turn out as well as the other. Okay, so that's that bit blended. So I'm going to take my from a Revolution limited edition brush set. It's just a flat brush. So I'm going to take the colour Your Lion, just this one down here, really pretty rose gold shimmer, and just put that all over my lid. There's probably going to be a bit of fallout as well with these ones, with the shimmers, but I'm not too fussed about fallout, if I'm completely honest. I kind of just normally put it all, cover the whole of the lid, and then I will blend it in with my other brush. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid. Make sure my whole lid is covered. And then I grab my fluffy brush, dip it in a little bit, and just blend these two together on my crease. Just make sure they're nice and blended, and there's no really any harsh lines. Go into my other eye. There we go, so that's nice and blended. So I'm just going to grab the little brush again. I'm just going to tap off if there's any excess shimmer powder. And I'm going to grab the very top one, which is Swan Song. This one just here next to my thumb, which is a very, very pale white colour. And I'm just going to dab a little bit into my inner corner. Just blend it out with my finger a little bit. There we go. So that's my eyeshadow completely done. But I'm obsessed with this palette. And then I grabbed my eyeliner next, which I've been getting more and more into eyeliner. And I've also got this in my one of my Glossy Box monthly subscriptions. And this is the company Bang Beauty, which I've never actually ever heard of or used before. And this is just an eyeliner in black. Eyeliner in black. It's a really, really thin eyeliner, which I think is easier to use. So it just looks like this. It says Bang Beauty if you can read that. And I just open it. So that is one eye done. The only difficult thing is getting it to match on the other side. There we go. Eyeliner is done. They probably don't match, but I did the best that I could, so that's all that matters. The thing I do is my bronzer. So I've been using the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This is the mini version. I also got this in Las Vegas because I've never been able to get this, so I thought I saw it then and there, so I thought I'd get it as soon as I can. It's a mini version, so it's not the full version. So I'm going to take the same brush that I used for my face powder. I'm just going to brush it off a bit. Go into my bronzer and just go bronze my face. Don't go too heavy with bronzer, just give it a dust around the edges to make myself look a bit more alive and not so pale. So that is my bronzer done. I then take my highlight Softa's Nails highlighting palette from Revolution. This is art. They are such pretty colours. Like, amazing colours. So this is my fan brush. This I got in a Harry Potter set from one of my good friends that I used to work with for a Christmas present, because we got Christmas presents for each other, and she got me the Harry Potter like brush set. They're all different ones, so that's amazing. Okay, so for the colour, I think today I'm going to go for this like purpley one down here. I do like a lot of, well, not like a lot, but I do like quite a bit of highlighter. It's probably one of my favourite beauty products is highlighter. I think it just adds that little bit of extra to your look. A bit on my nose. And a bit my Cupid's bow. So that is my highlighter done. Then move on to mascara. Got a really itchy nose. Anyone else get really itchy noses or itchy like face when you're putting your makeup on? And the mascara that I've been loving is the one I got actually with my Tarte palette, because when you bought your Tarte palette you got a mini travel size mascara. So this is the Big Ego mascara from Tarte, and this mascara is insane. It's so good. Like the brush is, I love it. It's such a good mascara. Okay, so that is my mascara done. Like this mascara is insane. Like it's so good. Then I'm putting on a little bit of lipstick today. So I also got this in my box, one of my glossy boxes. This is Contour Cosmetics in the number 4 Juju, and I'm pretty sure this is a matte liquid lipstick, and the colour of this is so beautiful. This is such a pretty like pinky nude. I'd let that dry down a second. I then take my setting spray, which would normally be my MAC setting spray, but I got a new one from Glossy Box as well, and this is their Candy Cosmetics Pre-Glow Up Mist, and this is like a normal setting spray, but it's got a bit of like, I would say like shine in it, and it smells incredible. Just brush on my face. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe. My goal is 25 subscribers. We are now on 9. So thank you to everyone who subscribed yesterday. It meant everything. And don't forget to check out my Twitter and Instagram. I do have now a TikTok, so I will link that down below as well if you want to go follow me on TikTok. That's everything for this video. Please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon with a new video.